Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to talk about something that honestly changed my entire perspective on hard times. You know that saying, no pressure, no diamond? It's one of those phrases that sounds nice on a motivational poster, but when you're actually in the pressure, when life is squeezing you from every side, it doesn't feel very inspiring, does it? But here's what I've learned. That pressure, it's not just something to survive, it's actually the exact thing God uses to transform us into who we're meant to be. So let's talk about why struggles aren't just obstacles in your path, they're actually the path. Think about how diamonds are actually formed. They don't just appear fully formed and sparkling, they start as carbon, regular ordinary carbon, buried deep underground, and then they're subjected to incredible heat and pressure. We're talking temperatures over 2,000 degrees and pressure that would crush almost anything else. That's what creates a diamond. The pressure doesn't destroy the diamond, it transforms it into something incredibly valuable and beautiful. And here's the thing, God works the same way in our lives. James 1 2 through 4 says, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything." Did you catch that? Not lacking anything. The pressure isn't there to break you, it's there to complete you. When everything's easy, when life is comfortable, we don't grow. We coast. But when the heat gets turned up, when the pressure comes, that's when we discover what we're really made of. That's when our faith gets tested and strengthened. And we see this pattern all throughout Scripture. Think about Joseph, sold into slavery by his own brothers, falsely accused, thrown in prison, years of pressure and injustice. But that whole journey, as painful as it was, positioned him to eventually save entire nations from famine. He literally said to his brothers later, "You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good." Or David, anointed as a future king, but then spent years running for his life from Saul, hiding in caves, wondering if God's promise would ever come true. But those wilderness years, they shaped him into the kind of king Israel needed, a man after God's own heart. Oh, see the pattern? The pressure wasn't random. It wasn't meaningless. It was purposeful. God was refining them, strengthening them, preparing them for what was ahead. So here's what I want you to consider. Whatever pressure you're facing right now, whether it's a difficult relationship, a job situation, financial stress, health struggles, loss, what if it's not just something you have to endure? What if it's actually the tool God is using to shape you? I'm not saying God causes every bad thing that happens. We live in a broken world. But I am saying that God is so good, he can take even the worst circumstances and use them for our growth and his glory. Romans 8:28 promises us, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. All things, even the pressure, even the pain, even the parts of your story you wish you could erase. The question isn't whether you'll face pressure. You will. We all do. The question is, will you let it crush you or will you let it transform you? Will you trust that God sees what you can't see, that he's working beneath the surface even when it feels like nothing's changing? Because here's the truth. You are not the same person you were before this trial started. The pressure is already doing its work. Character is being built. Faith is being refined. Perseverance is being strengthened. You're becoming a diamond. So if you're in the middle of intense pressure right now, I want to encourage you, don't waste it. Don't just grit your teeth and try to survive until it's over. Instead, ask God, what do you want to teach me through this? How do you want to shape me? What needs to change in me? Because on the other side of this pressure, you're going to be stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. You're going to have a testimony that gives hope to someone else who's going through the fire. No pressure, no diamond. It's not just a saying, it's a spiritual principle, and God is not finished with you yet. Thanks for watching. If this encouraged you, hit that like button and subscribe for more practical faith content. And drop a comment below. I'd love to hear what pressure you're facing and how you're seeing God work through it. I'll see you in the next video. Keep trusting the process. Keep trusting God. He's making something beautiful out of your life.